Tabitha is all set. I'm going to start counting down from 5, and then she's going to take it.
Wherever 2 or 3 are gathered in His name, the name that's above every
1 second, Tabitha.
every
1 second.
name, the name of Jesus, that He's right here.
Let me just get my notes.
In our midst, amen. And that's what we believe.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi everyone, I'm Gabriella Becerra, a reporter for Channel 3. We are out here on the State Street side of the Wisconsin State Capitol in Madison, where the protest against the extension of Governor Evers' Safer at Home order just began. They started off with some comments from people, but here, first of all, I want you guys to take a look at how many people are here. It is thousands of people, just as they expected, packed in to the front lawns of the State Street side of the Capitol. Across the we're just for some transparency here, we're across the street just for safety. We're at least 6 feet away from everyone. But let me tell you a little bit about what they're talking about right now. They say this is something that people care about. They want a voice at the table. And they mentioned that all the people here are on all different sides of the political spectrum. They just continued talking right after a rendition of the national anthem. And they also let us know that the government, is what they said, is not letting them bring their porta potties in to be able to use the bathroom during this rally. I'm not exactly sure who these speakers are or what, if they're the organizers of this rally or if they're just random people going up and speaking, but there have been a few speakers mostly just saying that they are ready to reopen the government and that they want the government to listen to them. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that speaker, but it sounds like it was a prayer, followed by a lot of cars honking their horns. Again, there are thousands of people here at the protest against the Safer at Home order. On the front lawn of the Capitol, on the State Street side, we are across the street, about 6 feet away from everyone, as to keep our team safe. A lot of people carrying American flags. You can see back up towards the Capitol building. There is a American flag and a Trump flag raised in the air. People of all different ages here. We've seen older people, younger people, some kids. Sounds like more preaching from a speaker at the protest. I just want to share with you guys, we are not sure what the punishment for those who show up here today are, although the original Safer at Home order, a violation of that was up to 30 days in jail and or up to a fine of $250. There are Madison police officers lining the opposite side of the Capitol on the same side that we are. They're all wearing masks. And it looks like traffic is starting to be let through the Capitol Square again. Earlier, they had closed that off. Not sure why it was temporarily closed, but it looks like it's flowing again. You guys can see that the entire State Street side of the Capitol is packed in with people, what we think are thousands of people. But I also want you guys to know that along the edges of the Capitol, there are people lined in, and there's fences there from construction. And so it's almost as if they're fenced in towards the Capitol. Not a lot of social distancing going on. It looks like most people are within 6 feet of each other.
Right now, what are you doing to make sure your heart is beating inside of your chest? What are you doing right now to make sure that the breath of life is going in and out of your lungs? And I ask you that because we have to thank God for every single.
Again, for transparency, we are on the opposite side of the Capitol, or the opposite street of the Capitol, at least 6 feet away from all other people.
It is not by might, but it is by His. So we must seek the Lord. From our wicked ways.
Mostly what these speakers seem to be saying is that they want a seat at the table. They want their voices to be heard. Again, it's a lot of praying, a lot of preaching. This woman, I can't hear the exact details, but she is sharing a personal story. You can still see more people are still coming in to the Capitol. It's 1:03 now, so the protest has officially started, and there's at least thousands of people here. Thousands of people here. Crowded. All seems to be on this one side. I haven't gotten a look at the other side of the Capitol yet. A lot of honking and support, cheers, and yelling. The Safer at Home order was extended today, and it'll last until May 26th. These protesters are out here rallying against that extension. They want Governor Evers to open the state back up to business again. Again, if you guys are just now joining us, we are on the State Street side of the Wisconsin State Capitol in Madison, Wisconsin. We are at the Safer at Home order protest. People are rallying against the extension of it that started today and will last until May 26th. People want Governor Evers to reopen the state to business again. There's thousands of people here, which is exactly what was expected. We are on the opposite street of the Capitol, staying a good distance from everyone as to protect our team. Mostly the message has been that they want a seat at the table. They want to be a part of the discussion. They feel like their voice is not being heard. I'm listening to the speaker here who seems to be sharing that basically that the economy is taking a hit from this, that people's savings are taking a hit from this, that their jobs are taking a hit from this safer at home order. I've seen a lot of signs actually that have showed that people think that the disease is worse than the cure. A lot of open Wisconsin signs, which is exactly what these people want. Again, thousands of people seem to be crowded on the front lawn of the State Street side of the Wisconsin State Capitol. You guys are kind of looking at that one straight on State Street shot, but to the left and to the right, people are just crowded in. Not really seem to be doing any social distancing. Looks like most people are within 6 feet of each other. People on the outside street are actually seem to be doing a little bit better of a social distancing job. But more and more people keep walking up. Again, if I go silent here, it's because I'm trying to listen to what these speakers are saying, so I can relay that message back to you all. They are talking about the power of human life. Relating it back to some biblical references. And as you can see straight ahead, there's a Stop Evers, Start Working sign. A little kid with a sign that says, I miss school. Recall Evers is another sign. Support teachers, workers, small businesses. That's another sign. Again, for those of you just now joining us, we are at the Safer at Home protest. All of these people here are protesting the extension of Governor Evers' Safer at Home order, which will last until May 26th. They want Governor Evers to reopen the state and all of the businesses. There's thousands of people here covering the lawn of the Wisconsin State Capitol. All crowded in there, as you can see. We are on the opposite side of the street, staying a good distance away from everyone to ensure the safety of our team. We are also wearing masks. We had a question earlier that someone was wondering how many of the people at this protest are wearing masks, and I would say I've seen a decent amount of people wearing a mask, but not everybody are wearing masks. This current speaker is talking about the fear that divides our country. It seems like a lot of the speakers are referencing biblical messages right now. But at the beginning of the protest, let me go back for you guys all to understand what messages they are spreading here. They said that they feel a divide with the government right now, saying that they want a voice at the table. They want to be able to help make decisions, or they want their voices heard, rather.
What?
Here's a better look at what's on the opposite side of the Capitol there. A lot more people are spread apart. Police are lining the streets on the opposite side. They are also wearing masks to protect themselves. They've been pretty quiet so far. We don't know what the punishment will be, if there will be any, for the people who show up here today. A violation of the original Safer at Home order was a punishment of up to 30 days in jail or up to $250 fine. So we have yet to see or hear of any of those punishments will take place here today. There's people climbing out of their cars right now to take pictures, stuck in traffic. Some more biblical messages are being shared to the crowd here. More people keep arriving to the Wisconsin State Capitol with signs. We're about 15 minutes into this protest. Thousands of people are here.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's great to see such a big crowd supporting our small businesses and our farmers here today. Thank you for coming.
A big cheer for all of the people who are here to support the small businesses, per this speaker who just got on the microphone.
I am a Marine Corps veteran.
The speaker is a Marine Corps veteran.
I want to thank my Lord and Savior for getting everybody here safe today, and I pray that you get home safe and have a peaceful ride. A couple of weeks ago, I was sitting in my house having lunch with a friend of mine, and he said to me, "John, I hope this round is about opening Wisconsin businesses, and I hope it's not political." And I looked at him and I said, "This is absolutely about opening Wisconsin businesses, but there is politics involved." And a few days ago,
The speaker is sharing that politics are very much involved in the decision to keep the state closed right now. Again, if I'm staying quiet, it's because I'm trying to listen to what these speakers are saying so I can help relay their messages for you all.
and while I might be borderline teen as I just laid million people died. I'm going to read a list of 13
The speaker right now is comparing the coronavirus to other pandemics that have happened in the past and what the results of those were. Again, these people are here because they are protesting Governor Evers' extension of the safer at home order. They want him to reopen the state. There's a gentleman walking around with a sheet over him with a sign that says infected ? I just want to point out that a lot of the people here are fighting for small businesses to open back up. I spoke with the Old Fashioned yesterday. They actually closed until 3 o'clock today out of safety precaution for their employees. They didn't want their employees interacting with a large amount of people on the square. They're right off the square, so they will not open until 3 o'clock today out of precaution for safety. This speaker is still comparing the coronavirus pandemic to other pandemics that have happened in the past, including the flu pandemic. Again, the entire State Street side of the Wisconsin State Capitol is crowded with people. I'm not sure exactly what the other side looks like right now, but thousands of people are on this side. And you guys are getting a straight look at the front of the Capitol, but to the sides, to the left and right, people are still crowded in up to the sidewalk, from the building up to the sidewalk. People of all ages, people carrying signs, flags. Some people are wearing masks, some aren't. So at a time when it's recommended that not more than 10 people gather together, there are thousands of people on the Wisconsin State Capitol front lawn. Again, there are police out here. They seem to just be standing on the outskirts, not really doing anything. Now, the Safer at Home order does prohibit people from gathering. However, we don't know if there will be any punishment for people gathering today. Yesterday, in a press conference, Governor Tony Evers was asked about the protests, and he said that he supports the First Amendment, but he's asking that people be cautious today. this speaker is sharing a personal story about somebody who started a small business in their house. He said that the person who shared the story with him said that if she doesn't open her small business back up, she will lose it. All these car horns and cheers are for the idea of reopening state parks. Some final cheers for the speaker who shared some stories about some small businesses needing to reopen. Now a USA chant. Some of these signs read, "Let Wisconsin work again. Stop the lockdown." Another one reads, "The shutdown killed my business." Again, for those of you just now joining us, we are on the State Street side of the Capitol. Thousands of people are crowded into the front lawn. News 3 Now, our team is on the opposite street. We are staying away from people, at least 6 feet away from people at all times. We do have a reporter on the inside of the state capitol building. She is sharing her view on social media as well. Another speaker sharing a story about small businesses. I previously mentioned that we have a reporter on the inside of the state capitol right now, and she's sharing her view from the inside looking out. If you want to see more of her content, follow Amy Reed Reports. Again, that's our reporter Amy Reed. Her Twitter handle is Amy Reed Reports. We will also be sharing all of our content on our News 3 Now Facebook and Twitter pages, so you can keep up to date on those as well for any photos and videos. Looking straight ahead, there's a car stuck in the intersection here with a couple of different flags. Looks like they have one of each flag hanging out of their car here. The speaker is sharing that taking your dog to the groomer right now is illegal. Again, most of these speakers are mostly sharing the same message, that they want to reopen the state. They want small businesses to open back up. They want to be heard. They feel like they don't have a voice at the table. A lot of people are sharing different stories as well. Again, thousands of people are here crowded in on the state capitol, and more and more and more just keep showing up. On the outskirts, not as many people, and the people that are on the outskirts are doing a little bit better job of social distancing. There are some Madison police officers with masks on the outskirts as well. For transparency, our News 3 Now team will not go to the other side of the street towards the Capitol there where all those people are. We are staying a safe distance away, but we will continue to bring you coverage. And again, our Amy Reed is on the inside of the Capitol, again, away from people, as to protect the health of our team. So if you are looking at her content, you will be actually looking through a window, most likely, that she shares some photos from inside.
That whole area back there, like groups of 5 or 6 of guys.
Yeah, I did that. It's all on fire too. Believe that.
Again, the messages from most of these speakers have been that they want the government to reopen the state so that small businesses can open. A lot of people are sharing that small businesses are suffering right now with the economy closed. Somebody asked, why aren't Capitol Police arresting these protesters without a permit? I shared earlier, we are still unsure as to if there will be any punishment for this gathering without a permit. Madison Police are staying on the outskirts as of right now. The speaker just shared that this is about politics, that the decision to keep the country, or not the country, the state, on a safer at home order is about politics, is what she said. This speaker just shared that if people want to stay home, then they can stay home. She got a strong reaction from the cars who are all honking. The speaker again just shared that if people want to shop at small businesses and stores, then that is the choice of them, not the choice of the state of Wisconsin. Again, under the Safer at Home order, non-essential businesses will remain closed until May 26th. I just want to share that traffic is moving extremely slow around the state capitol right now. I'm not sure if there are any closures There were earlier, but it looks like those have been opened back up. So I'm not sure if there are some closures on the other side that are heavily delaying this traffic. But if you have no reason or do not want to protest today, I would avoid the Capitol Square driving around it because you'll just be stuck in traffic. The speaker finished off her speech with asking them to reopen the state. Are we talking about the American?
Yeah. Another guy was whining about it.
Again, for those of you just now joining us, this is a protest against Governor Evers' extension of the Safer at Home order, which will last until May 26th. These people are asking that the governor reopen the state of Wisconsin, reopen businesses. There's thousands of people here. We are on the State Street side of the Capitol. Thousands of people are on the lawn on this side, crowded, and it doesn't seem as if most people are staying a good social distance away from each other. A lot of people are wearing masks. A lot of people aren't wearing masks. Again, they're asking that all businesses reopen. Earlier, a speaker was comparing this coronavirus pandemic to past pandemics that have happened in the past. Somebody asked why the flag is taken down, and that is a question from the speakers as well. They've been asking where the flag is. They have, as you guys can see, there's tons of American flags out here all raised and towards the center of their speaking arrangements here. They have a American flag and a Trump flag raised in the air. A chant of "Open up." Somebody commented about safety. We are staying on the opposite side of this. We are staying as far away from people as possible right now while still bringing you guys some good information. We also have a reporter on the inside of the Capitol away from people as well. Now they're asking to open up the taverns. Again, this crowd just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Most people are on the front lawn here on the State Street side, but there are some people on the outside as well, trying to keep a better social distance, it looks like.
Right?
We're about 38 minutes into the protest. It actually started before that. And they're still making some speeches here. Mostly about, most of their messages have been along the lines of they don't feel like their voices are being heard. They want the governor to reopen the state of Wisconsin. They want small businesses to be able to run again. Again, a lot of questions about this site, the permit. The Department of Administration let us know that the permit, somebody applied for a permit for an event of 1,000 people, and that was denied because of the Safer at Home order. Again, these speakers are asking for the governor to reopen the state of Wisconsin. The two latest requests from that speaker were to reopen libraries, which are actually working on a plan to reopen soon. Again, this speaker is pretty much asking for the freedom to be able to go wherever they want and for the governor to reopen the state of Wisconsin. We are under a Safer at Home order until May 26th. Of people are packed. Again, this is the protest against the Safer at Home order extension in Wisconsin. People are asking the governor to reopen the state. Thousands of people are here right now. More and more keep coming. It looks like the State Street side of the Capitol is completely full. On the opposite side of the street here, there's some people, but they are doing a better job at social distancing, not as close together. Again, we're close to an hour into this protest, but people have been getting here since 10 o'clock this morning. We're unsure how long this protest will go on for. People have been here all day. The speaker says she is here to stand up for both the health and freedom of people who are here. It's another biblical message being shared. The speaker is speaking on behalf of the people who are here, saying that the people who are here because they can't go to work, they can't go to school. These people are basically sharing all the same message, which is reopen the state. They want Governor Evers to get rid of the safer at home order so that these people can go back to work. Again, there are people here of all ages, and some people are wearing masks, others aren't. Mostly everybody has a sign with them or a flag. This car that's coming up has a Woman for Trump flag waving out of her car. There are police around the square. They are wearing masks for safety. They don't really seem to be interacting with anyone, just staying on the outskirts. Again, there are thousands of people here. Most people on the lawn are crowded in together. People on the outskirts are doing a little bit better of a job at social distancing, but people are starting to crowd in there as well. We're on the State Street side of the Capitol. To give you an idea, our Amy Reed, political reporter, is on the inside of the Capitol. She's providing a view from that end. Again, traffic is moving very, very slowly around the Capitol Square. I'm not sure if there are any closures on the other side. On the State Street side, it appears that cars are getting through, but it's moving at a very, very slow pace here. Most people are waving flags out of their cars. Perhaps they're a part of the protest, but doing it from their cars as an effort to social distance. Again, we're about an hour into the Safer at Home protest at the Wisconsin State Capitol. But again, people have been arriving since early as 10 o'clock this morning. Thousands of people are here on the State Street side of the Capitol. All with the same message to reopen the state of Wisconsin. A lot of biblical messages are being shared by speakers, but the main message that I've been able to comprehend here has been that they don't feel like they have a voice in the matter and they want to be heard. Again, there are thousands of people at the Wisconsin State Capitol, all crowded together at a time when it's recommended that no more than 10 people are in the same gathering. Some people are asking, why aren't they in trouble for breaking Evers' order, which prohibits gatherings of this number of people? The group was denied a permit for an event of 1,000 people because of the Safer at Home order. We are not sure if there will be any punishment for that. There are Madison police officers out here. They seem to be monitoring the rally from across the street. They are also wearing masks for protection. Again, just for some transparency, we are staying across the street. We are not going to get into that crowd over there on the state capitol lawn. We do have a reporter on the inside. She is sharing her view from there. To see that view, you can follow Amy Reed Reports on Twitter.
Maybe you can find out why the flags aren't flying on the Capitol. That's not right.
Again, most of the speakers are sharing the same message, which is to reopen the state of Wisconsin. They want Governor Evers to disregard the Safer at Home order extension.
Still on Facebook Live.
Are you filming this for somebody? You know what I see? I see a bunch of dead people. I also see that there's no doctors or nurses here.
This woman is sharing
Why
with
is
us
that?
some questions that she has about the rally.
Because they're in the hospital treating the freaking people with COVID-19. So all these people that are infecting everybody else and all the Walmart people that are trying to stay alive to do their JOB are going to be in trouble by them. Is this the right way to go? I mean, how do you feel about it?
This woman walked up to us and shared her concern for
There's an idiot in every
the health of how many people will get
I think they
coronavirus.
let 'em idle. Like idiots out walking around. That's how I feel.
There was so much intermixing that it was kind of